and this is Zhenya's kitchen. Today we're gonna try and show you how we make our version of Italian wedding soup. And I'm actually gonna make it with ground beef and some vegetables. Let's start the cleaning of the vegetables and prepping the meat. So I'm going to start with an onion. I already cleaned it, or most of it. And I'm gonna chop the onion. There we go. Don't make it too big or too small. If you like a lot of onion, you can even put half rings in it. Just chop them thinly. I'm just gonna put it in a bowl. Get it ready. Oops. Okay. Chop the other half. I hope I don't start crying. If you got goggles in the kitchen, use them. If you got a husband in the kitchen that's not holding the camera, use him for cutting the onion. Husbands are very useful at this thing. If you have a kid, teach them how to chop an onion. It's gonna be worth it. Another carrot, I already peeled it. It's a small sized carrot, I guess. Oy. Just cut it in half. And then chop it in half circles. Ooh, the onion juice finally get into my eyes. There's gonna be one frying cook in this kitchen today. Okay. Ooh. This onion was strong. Even I bought the sweet without the onion. And I put it together with the carrot. With the onion. Okay. Now I'm going to take the 1 pound of ground beef. I bought it at the market, at the farmer's market. It doesn't say the percentage, how lean it is. They called it extra lean. So, extra lean. I'm gonna put some garlic powder in here, about a teaspoon. Same amount of onion powder. About a half a teaspoon of pepper. Fresh ground, it's always good. And about a half a teaspoon of salt. Since garlic can substitute for salt, it will be plenty salty. And now I'm gonna just mix it in. If you like, you can do it with your bare hands. I don't like to do it that way. There we go. So you just have to incorporate all the spices so you don't see them anymore. So our next step is gonna be, we're gonna go to the stove and we're gonna put the soup pot on a heat with a little bit of oil on the bottom. I'll see you then. So we're back at the stove. The pot is at the temperature a little bit above medium and it's feeling warm. So I'm gonna take some olive oil from my fancy olive oil bottle and put about a tablespoon in here. Give it a little cooking time. Wait till it warms up. And put the onions and carrots in here. So now I'm going to let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes so the onion gets translucent and a little golden. So the onions and carrots cooked for some good amount of time. That's how pretty they look. And now, if you have chicken broth or vegetable broth, you can put that in. I actually don't have any of that, so I have some of the water from Greece. Woo! Special effects. We're paying people extra for this. I'm gonna put some water in here. This is a 2.5 liters. And there is some little bit of olive oil left in the pan, in the pot, so that will give it some fat. And remember my favorite spice, Vegeta. You can use bouillon cube. You can use like a bouillon cube and a half if you want. I'm gonna put a tablespoon here. So now I'm going to cover it up and put the temperature to high and bring it to full boil. And when that happens, we're gonna start making little meatballs and throw them in there like crazy. So as you can tell, the soup is boiling. I'm gonna lower the temperature to medium-high. And now it's meatball time. I'm gonna wet my hands in the water. Take a little bit of meat. Roll it. A ball of meat. Drop it. Now we're gonna do it with this whole pound of seasoned beef. You can use sausage. We've used ground turkey before that we seasoned ourselves. You can use ground chicken. Anything you like. Even if you want to make it vegetarian, I'm sure there is something you can buy that you can roll in a bowl and stick it in a soup. So now I'm gonna continue rolling. It's gonna take me a little bit of time because I like those meatballs really little. And we'll come back when they're all in there and we'll talk about how long it's gonna cook. So I put all the meatballs in the soup, and as you can see there is a little bit of stuff on the top that needs to be skimmed. It's just the blood from the meat. You don't have to skim it, but it will make your broth more clear if you do. So I'm gonna try my best because there is some meatballs in it too. Whoops. And some onions. If you mix it up a little bit, more of that stuff will come up and it'll be easier to get it. So now we're gonna cover it and cook it on a little bit above medium for half an hour. As you can tell, meatballs already look cooked, but you want them just to enrich the broth with a wonderful flavor, and you want everything to marry together, and it's just gonna be yummy when it's done. By the way, our next ingredients are gonna be fresh spinach and Israeli couscous. The original Italian wedding soup has this really little round noodle. Well, couscous is a noodle, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right places, but hey, I found couscous. It works just great, and it's round, and it's a noodle. I'll see you in half an hour. So the soup's been cooking for about half an hour. It's got gorgeous color. You can see a little bit of fat on the top. I added a little bit more Vegeta for the flavor. You can adjust the spices. I'm gonna put some crushed black pepper, about half a teaspoon. About the same amount of Italian seasoning. And now the couscous. This is a half a cup. Whoops. And I think that should do it. It will expand dramatically. Oh look, it's doing something. Just acted like a soda for a second. It was all bubbly. So now we're gonna let it cook till couscous is done. I think it's gonna be between 10 and 15 minutes. And we'll see, you'll see it's gonna get soft, it's gonna get bigger just like rice does. And then we're gonna come back and add the last touches and spinach. So we're back, it's been 10 minutes, and I tell you one thing, the people at the market lied. This beef was not really extra lean. There is a lot of fat. So if you want to get rid of it, if you got lied to just like I did, or if you just accidentally got like 80-20 beef and it got a lot of fat released, what you can do is you can put it in the fridge overnight. The next morning, all that fat will be on the top and it will be white, and you can just take it off. But I guess we'll just go with all the fat. So now I have a bunch of spinach. You can just buy a bag. I bought a bunch at the store and I cut off the ends and I washed it many times. I'm just gonna dump it straight in the soup. There we go. Spinach wilts immediately. Just stir it in a little bit. By the way, look at that couscous. It got much bigger. See? Oh yeah. Okay, if you want, you can chop the spinach. We don't mind a little mess when we eat, because they will become a little messy. Because when the long leaf slurps into your face. Okay. And for sure, taste again, just so you know how many, what spices you like. I have frozen fresh dill. I buy it fresh and I freeze it myself. Just gonna put it some on the top. It freezes beautifully and it becomes fresh in seconds. Alright. Well, our soup is ready. And I am extremely ready for this taste testing. I see you when I'm all served and good to go. So here it is, the most delicious bowl of soup. I'm going to try it. I'm gonna try to get a meatball, and an onion, and a carrot, and a spinach. If I can catch that carrot. Carrot might have to go. Nope, I got the carrot. See, this is where it's gonna get messy. The slurpy part over here. Alright. Super hot. It's hot. It's so good. The meatball's piping hot. Everything's so tasty. You can taste the salt and the onion, and the meat is delicious. No matter what, as I said on farmer's market, it's fatty, but hey, it's delicious, it's fresh. The spinach is good. I like a little hint of dill in it. The couscous cooks perfectly and it's just soft and has a little tiny bounce to it, just like a wonderful al dente noodle. And actually, if you leave the pot standing there for a little bit, somehow the couscous balls will keep on cooking and it will become a little bit bigger and a little bit softer. I guess it'll get overdone a little bit. Nah, it's all good. So we're gonna go eat dinner and have our Italian wedding soup for dinner. This is Zhenya, this is Zhenya's kitchen, and this is my take on Italian wedding soup.